This
Are we streaming again?
Yeah, no, we should be streaming.
Hey, it says we're streaming.
Yeah.
Woot and woot even.
It's perfect because since we're going with the name Chaotic Academia Pandaros for this stream series, it has been a chaotic night so far.
We'll get
as we are 30 minutes
It's only
late.
half an hour late.
Hey, I did say
totally
on
fine.
Instagram 6:30-ish. So
Yeah, that's
I was
most
right.
of the time. Most of the time I say ish. This time I didn't, and that was my own fault.
And look what happened.
Yeah.
Both of my followers are going to be upset. Both of them.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
sure
one of them.
All
sure all
9
of-
of mine are definitely. 9 is way too grandiose.
all of Rick's followers are used to this, so they probably didn't even
absolutely.
shut up yet.
100%. They're like, yeah, we're gonna show up in like
At
45
7,
minutes.
yeah.
Maybe then they'll get started. All right, so yeah, I am Dungeon Master Rick, or as it says on the Zoom, Dungeon Daddy Rick.
Yeah.
Dungeon Daddy. Ah. Sorry. I'll be okay.
Oh, we're off to a great start. Yeah,
You're in so
to
much
quote-
trouble, young fellow.
Yeah, to quote a friend of mine, this is my shit. Welcome to my shit. Yeah, that's it. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves, Aaryn, do you want to go first?
Oh, okay, sure. Hi, I'm Aaryn. That was weird. I'm Aaryn. I am the business director for Even Footing Games, which is mostly what I do right now. So we're writing books that have games in them.
The
That's
most
terrible.
understated comment I've ever heard in my life.
We write some books, guys.
It's just something, just whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Could be about
Big
anything. Who
nondescript
knows?
books.
Could be about literally anything.
It's
Yeah.
Awesome
we
games or anything.
Mostly about a game that we wrote called Babies and Broadswords.
Which is
Love that.
adorable and fun.
hmm
We've all played it.
I'm
Yep.
waiting for the superhero edition.
Oh man, that's good. We should pitch that.
Well, I saw that Garrett's in chat, so you know. All right, Plush, you want to tell us who
me?
you are? Yeah.
I'm Plush. I'm PlushViking. It's really, that's about it. I'm an old nerd. I've been new to this whole thing, and I'm trying to be on everybody's screen. I also stream on Friday nights. I build scale model miniature terrain for Dungeons and Dragons, Warhammer, and art, and I yammer into the void about bullshit because that's what I do. And yeah, I'm on Instagram on Flocking Insane Plush Viking. I have my own Discord, Realm of the Plush Viking, and what you see is exactly what you get. In fact, I'm toning it down because I don't know these people yet.
You say as if we've never played together. All right.
I've still been
Killa.
nice online so far, buddy.
Except for sometimes the voice chat on Discord, but
I've seen some of that too. Hi, I'm Kayla. I'm from the Potions and Potpourri Casual Dungeons and Dragons Chat podcast.
excellent.
That's it.
I mean, just for later, if you guys want to say like where people can find you, we can do that. If I was doing this properly and I had Streamlabs working, I have commands I believe should be set up for everybody, but that's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, so we are going to be playing a kind of like loosely Strixhaven based campaign. I think we're going to start with Aaryn and Kayla. Since you guys are not first year students, tell us a little bit about who you guys are playing and what your characters would be doing as you're starting out the new school year.
You want to go first, Kayla?
Sure. I'm Kayla again. I'm playing Bazak Talbot. Bazak Talbot. Bazak he looks to be a half orc. He has kind of gray-green skin, and he's a little portly. You know, he's got a little bit of a little chubby belly to him, but he's dressed in a really beautiful. Is it chiton? Brick?
A chitin.
Chitin, which is just
It-
the
It
traditional.
will always be a ka.
Okay. just a traditional Greek dress style, but it's draped over the right shoulder, so his left chest is bared. He's got a really big, hairy chest too. He seems to have a really calm, kind of sweet demeanor, and his chiton is very see-through, almost like a black and kind of blue gold color. Very nice looking. And one weird thing about Bazak is that he has this kind of fleshy crown-like protrusion from his head, which is not something probably many of you would have seen before. And he is a warlock.
And what particular flavor of warlock did you go with?
Yeah, I went with the Pact of the Talisman. So he wears a talisman of the Hecate circle. I think that you showed me it's almost like a maze with a star in it.
Yeah.
And we are considering her an undead patron.
Yeah, Hecate being the goddess of witches. I mean, she's also a chthonic goddess, so related to the underworld. It makes sense that she would be pretty closely related with the undead. So.
Yep.
All
so
right.
He's got kind of goth vibes going on, you know?
Excellent.
I'm playing Nick or Nikomos, who is a kind of short and stout, really got cool girl energy dwarf lady. And she's got some really nice sideburns that are
nice.
just really luscious. And she is, so she's pretty she doesn't wear traditional dwarven stuff because she was not really raised around a lot of other dwarves. She was raised in a very eclectic group. But she is wearing her chiton, and along the neckline she has some waning and waxing and full and moons on her collar.
Ooh, that's cool.
And she in the morning when she is getting up, she's probably going to catch a shift shelving scrolls at the library or whatnot.
Yeah, and that's actually perfect. That's a great segue for the thing I haven't told you guys about that we're starting off with. So I think we know why Nick would be at the library, and probably I would imagine either you were voluntold or you volunteered to help out with the new student orientation. But why is Bazak helping out with orientation?
In the library?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he loves to meet new people. He's super friendly. He's also really polite. So he wants to welcome the first years because he was a first year himself, and he knows it can be really overwhelming and kind of scary. And he also wants to be there for them if they have any questions.
That's fair. So you guys are there, you're meeting all of these, young, fresh-faced students, these first-year students, and coming in kind of at the tail end of everyone. Plush, tell us about who you're playing tonight.
Yo, I'm Pleonexy the Just. I'm like this, I get things done for a while. I've been doing some things for lots of different people. I kind of, stuff gets done. Sometimes people get hurt, sometimes they don't. As far as his character, he has almost black hair, but it's thinning like crazy. A little bit of the back's gray. He's got a man stash. So it's sideburns, and it's almost all gray. His nose has been broken at least once, maybe twice. And he's missing part of one eyebrow because of scar tissue. You can see his forearms. He's got a chitin that for some reason seems to cover the majority of him up to his neck. He's got it double layered. You're not entirely sure what's going on with that, but he's got thick, almost furry arms. He's just at one time he was built like a Greek god. Now he's built like a goddamn Greek. So he's gone to pot. The belly's still firm, but it's a little chunkier now. Good old dad bod. And he's decided that that getting things done using the old persuasion just isn't going to cut it. He can't get any farther along than he is now. So he's going to use that brain he's got going on there, and he's going to make sure he learns some magic. So he's here to do some of that. He's learning some history because it's always good to know where the bodies are buried, right? You know what I mean? So history is good. You know who's a mook. You know who's actually got lineage and isn't full of shit. And it gives you some pull. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. He's paid all of his money. He's already prepaid for 4 years. He's passing, or somebody's going under. Somebody's done. He's got a little bit of money left.
Wow,
Not too much. He's committed. He's in here like a dirty shirt. His hobbies, he likes to hurt people. So he's joined that whole fight club thing. It's going to be fun, though. We'll just school these kids. It's going to be great. And
So
he works at the bar.
Well, so you're not there yet.
I want to
This is
be.
your first
I'm
day.
going to
Like,
work
this
at the
is-
bar. Are you listening to me?
So the fun fact that Pleonexy wouldn't know yet, but the rest of
My
you would
son-
know.
My son just went by and goes, "Fucking Tony."
Checks out. So the thing that Pleonexy would not probably know this, but the rest of you guys would, especially as second year students. College is free. It doesn't cost anything. So he's paid for 4 years.
Who did he
That doesn't
pay?
have to pay.
No, I love that he actually paid somebody and
Yeah.
For 4
who
years.
told him that it was expensive.
I feel very sorry for whoever it is once he finds out.
If he finds out. It's a big if. So, Pleonexy.
Yeah, what's
you
up?
had mentioned, and my computer froze for a second, so I didn't catch. But you being a little bit older, you're not like a traditional young, like
Oh, hell no.
19-year-old.
I'm like 39 years old, man.
So obviously old.
In ancient Greek, oh yeah, man, we're pretty ancient.
Yeah.
You told me average life expectancy 80, about now, 80, 90 years at best. I'm middle age. Almost exactly
Fair.
middle age. So I
Fair.
got about 20 years on all these kids, give or take.
Yeah, that pretty much checks out in real life and in game.
I figured it was a good ratio.
Yeah. So
Anything
I
else?
also
He's a
really
fighter.
appreciate that the 39 is really old.
I just had to, since that was our conversation right before stream.
And if it matters,
So-
he's a pure fighter. He's got a few little tricks, a couple cantrips here and there, but yeah, he does not know anything to speak
Yeah.
of.
I mean, you should have, I think, 4 cantrips and then 2 first level spells due to the background and everything in your feat.
Yeah, I've got 4
Yeah.
cantrips and 2 spells. Do you need to know what they all are? Or we'll
No,
worry
I
about
mean,
them
I've
later?
seen most of them. I'm not too horribly worried about it. I don't think
Yeah.
there's going to be like a ton of in-depth stuff tonight. This is just kind of our first getting our feet wet, orientation day, all that kind of fun stuff. So, Pleonexy, as you walk into this building, you're kind of the last one to make your way into the library, which
And
is where you're supposed to go prior to orientation. There's also like a big long spiel that the superintendent gives every year that it, as second year students, the rest of you guys would know, it goes forever. I mean, he really likes to talk and tends to talk well into the night. But before that, they always have a challenge for the first year students to kind of get you oriented to the campus and just kind of get you to meet new people. And it is a scavenger hunt. So
When I walk in, I definitely walk into every room like it's mine. So there's none of that normal, angst. Oh, where am I? What do I do? It's like, hey, what am I doing in here now? Like it's his still. He knows it.
Nick
Perfect.
goes up to him and says, "Shh, this is the library."
Right. Sorry about that. Hey, you can help me out. Where am I going? What am I doing here? I'm learning about history. I'm taking some courses here.
Okay, just keep your voice down a little bit.
This
We're in
is
the
my
library.
This is my quiet voice, buddy.
And as you say that, like, Pleonexy, you can definitely hear everyone else is just talking at a normal level.
Makes
Nick is just
sense.
like a stickler since, she works here.
I am
So-
using my inside voice. Trust me.
Yeah. Nick will point him in the direction of wherever the people need to be.
So you would know.
Thanks a lot, eh?
You would know that the Hall of Oracles is where you need to go, and that is more or less like the center of the first floor.
Do we get to watch the scavenger hunt happen?
Oh, I mean, part of what you guys are there for as like the, I guess kind of like liaisons for the new students. Like, you guys are like the orientation leaders, sort of. You guys are there to help out and make sure that they're not gonna like get lost or hurt in some kind of way. So
Okay.
You mean
not,
killing-
Not thrilled to have
Killing
to be a
first
part of the
years. Killing first years is frowned upon.
allegedly.
Yeah. Bazak would be secretly trying to give some of the really struggling ones hints on where they could find things because it feels bad
Yeah.
for them.
That checks out. So are you all making your way to the Hall of Oracles?
Sure.
If that's where Nick needs to be. Otherwise, she'd probably be like, if you don't need anyone, I don't have to be here.
We Nick and I know each other, right, Rick? Nick and Rick.
I mean, that is totally up to you guys. We didn't really go in depth with it, but you guys can if that's what you would like.
Well, what's your house, Nick?
I'm in Technetes.
I'm in Epistemos. What about you, new guy? What house did you choose? Oh, I
You're
can't
muted.
hear ya.
The one with the history.
That'd be Epistemos.
Yeah, Epistemos.
Epistemos. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like this all night, Rick. Just correct me.
Hey, that's okay. I'm
the
used
only
to.
way.
I mean,
It's Epistemos. Yeah, that's the one.
Epistemos.
no, I probably still butcher it, but I do my best.
I
and
feel
I've
like I
been doing it
even-
for 2 years. So
Epistemos. That's how it's written as
Yeah.
the pronunciation. Epistemos.
Epistemos?
So
I think that
Are you
was just
saying-
my
are
way.
you
of,
saying-
Rick did give
Epistemos?
us a
Discourage.
pronunciation guide.
yeah.
Well, I think that was just my way of trying to discourage the P jokes. But
Yeah,
you
but
know.
but players had to read those, right?
Epistemos.
Yeah.
This is where it all fell down.
I'll get it eventually. Anyways.
All right. So the three of you make your way into the Hall of Oracles, and a sense of calm descends as you step into the hall. And
It's
you
a nice
hear
place.
Truly.
you hear a rich, soothing voice radiating from the hall's central snarl of glowing energy. So inside of this hall, you see that there are these very large statues that those of you who've been here for a while would know these are the past oracles of the school. And there's like this beam of light that descends down, and the snarl is like this chaotic ball of energy almost. That it's sort of like a ley line, but this is like a point where it just kind of all tangles together. And so you hear, your attention please. You are not all now Pandaros University students. This library will be your second home for research, studies, and even leisure. There is just one task to accomplish before you officially embark on your academic journey, the scavenger hunt. The rules are simple. Each clue on the list will lead you to a different location. Simply travel to the area each clue references and perform the action the clue suggests. Time is of the essence. You only have until the end of the day to finish your hunt. Solve as many clues as you can, because at each location you may win a prize. Now, off you go.
Hey,
So, ahead.
Could you answer me like a question or something?
Who are you talking
mean-
to?
To one of these assistants. Pick one.
Ye-
Yes,
Sure.
of course. Yes, we can help you.
Excellent. So we're supposed to go places and get stuff, right? I'm good with that. Can I just take stuff from people who've already got it?
No, of course not. That's
That
not how
would
a
be-
scavenger hunt works.
That would
Well,
be
I
frowned
scavenged
upon.
it. Okay, I play by the rules. Just checking, making sure everybody knows what's going on.
I like your creativity.
Hey,
You think
thanks.
outside of the box.
I like your chest hair. It's really manly.
Oh, thank you.
I bet
Bazak
you can
blushes
take a
little
good
bit.
punch. Can you take a good punch? You
I
look like you
don't.
could take a punch.
I actually don't think I could.
Oh,
Well, don't listen to
Yeah.
him. I'm sure he could. We're all very
that-
tough from being second year students, and obviously we're very, very powerful here after all of our extensive time here.
Your extensive
Alrighty
1
then.
year.
Exactly.
All right. So you have
Yeah.
a list of clues that these constructs come around and they hand out to all of the first year students. They're
Right.
like these gnome
Thank
sized
you.
and sort of gnome shaped.
Thank you lots.
They're almost like if a monocle had arms and legs and like a little hat sticking out of it.
Is it
Yeah.
like Mike Wazowski?
Awesome.
It's a little bit like Mike Wazowski, but much shorter legs. They're very stumpy little.
Where's
your
paperwork, Mike?
So the first clue is you'll forget all about any trouble or plight when you step forward into and are ensnarled in light.
We need Appy here. She's the riddle queen.
So
Can you read it
there-
again?
You'll forget all about any trouble or plight when you step forward and are ensnarled in light.
So step forward into that glowing center there.
Yeah.
That seems like it makes sense.
I don't see any other light.
And you guys would know that it is called the snarl. So like that would be, and
So-
because you guys are second year students, you would probably know that is the right answer.
Great
So I'll go
job,
ahead. I'll
Naked.
go through. There are 5 clues. I'm gonna go through those real quick.
Yo, chest hair, you gonna come with me and keep me out of trouble?
Oh, you should do this on your own. However, I will offer guidance if you need it.
It's always good to have backup.
So clue 2 is alumni commission works when they retire, seeking promises, mages to inspire. Need me to read it again?
Yeah.
Alumni commission works when they retire, seeking promises, mages to inspire.
It almost sounds like we're the alumni and we're supposed to help the new students.
Keep in mind that like I am adjusting some things. This one is like word for word out of the book, and it expects everyone to be first year students. So
Mm,
this is all going to be tailored towards like if you were a new student.
okay.
So you guys do have a little bit of an advantage. Some might say an
If
unfair
our
advantage.
brains give us that.
You guys ready
Yeah,
for the
talk-
third clue?
Yeah.
Gotta read some things from an old alum.
So clue 3, each group deserves a free treat for their investment. Serve up this list and enjoy your refreshment.
Oh, that sounds like you get a.
Cafeteria.
Sounds like you get a snack. So just to clarify, these are all clues of places to find the items.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
it says that basically each clue will give you the location and more or less what to do.
Okay, I gotcha. So yeah, that third one definitely sounds like some kind of snack in the cafeteria.
I could eat.
Dining hall, whatever we call
Yeah.
it here.
The food here is very good.
So there
Good.
is a
It's
dining
okay.
hall, but you also know that there is a cafe, and then there is
Mhm.
there's actually two
Like a
taverns on
tavern,
campus.
yeah.
Yeah. There's actually two, but I only listed the one because it's the only one that has jobs available.
All right,
All right. We
let's
ready
go.
for the next one?
No, but go ahead.
Basically.
All right. Clue four.
Four.
Uh,
Yep.
these leafy beds aren't always what they seem. Give them a pat and see what you glean.
I think Bazak would know what this one is. He's a student of the natural things.
Makes sense.
I'm using
me to
my
read it again?
DMing notes. Nothing will make sense to anybody else.
Hey,
Wait,
do I need to read that one again?
Yeah.
no, the
Okay.
leafy beds aren't always what they seem. Give one a poke and
See what you
A
claim.
pat.
whatever. Poke, pat.
Pat a
But-
poke.
Some
you know.
Yeah,
sort of
that
verb.
sounds like the hedges or the gardens or
Yeah.
something outside that is green.
Or
Like a
graves.
plant.
Anyway,
All right, and the last clue. Some stars are ancient, enduring and bright, but others, maybe you, are born on opening night.
That's
One
the
more time?
theater.
What'd you say, Aaryn?
Nick would say that's the theater,
Mm.
wherever they have the performances.
yeah, the
So,
theater.
Plush,
Excellent.
did you still want me to read it again?
No, that's all right. I got it.
Because
I'm
somebody
gonna-
else said they think they
I'm
the
gonna
answer.
fake the whole fucking thing anyway. Let's just keep going.
I think the second one is the one we're the least unsure of, huh?
The worst case scenario, I just wait and follow some other jabroni to the next spot. Like, I hope they all got the same note.
Maybe not.
Then I wander around for a while until somebody tells me where to fucking go.
So, as
I hope-
the new student here, Pleonexy, you have your clues. Where are you going first?
And the snarl there.
Tell me what you do.
And chest hair is coming with me, right?
I don't know if I am.
Fine, whatever.
Yeah, Brick, would we be like following them around or would we just be kind of waiting to see what the end result would
That's
be?
up to you. I mean, you guys are like the orientation leaders here. Obviously,
Mhm.
there are other students. It's not just the two of you for all of the new students, but you guys can kind of do this however you want. You can follow him around if he seems like somebody who might get himself into trouble or other people into trouble, or you can kind of keep your distance and just watch
Yeah.
and see what he does.
I think Bazak would actually go to where he thinks the leafy green area is because he's probably worried about what he's growing in the community garden getting trampled. So he kind of wants to.
So keep in mind, this is like his first day on campus. So
Mm.
Pleonexy's not been here.
No, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but it's good. I got it all figured out.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying I would kind of just like wait, like stage myself there to keep
Okay.
anybody from trampling in there.
Well, okay. So, what's the snarl look like, please, sir? Is it just a bright light of energy?
Basically, yeah. So like it is this column, like this thick column of bright, sort of a white blue light that then comes down to this globe almost of just swirling chaotic energy.
I walk up
Which
and
is-
touch it.
Perfect. So as you do,
About that purposefully too, like he meant to do it the whole time.
so you momentarily lose track of your body. You feel like this out-of-body experience. You
Ah,
are overwhelmed by the snarl's magical power.
I've been to this party
Bad.
before.
And so whenever you come back to your body, you find yourself holding a potion of healing.
Excellent. That's a hell of a start. Look at that. They think I'm going to need this. I put it into my
And
little,
Nick just like standing there watching this happen.
little
Is it-
side satchel there.
Would that be a normal thing that students do, or would it be a little unusual? Oh, okay.
No, that's how you solve that clue.
Oh, okay.
All right. So now I got to deal with some retired teacher. And I got to read some prose that's going to inspire me. What the hell would I do that?
I
Did I get that right?
I
Is
mean,
that
the
close enough?
library sounds like a good place to be inspired. but maybe there's an alumni center or a place where we got to build it because of alumni donations.
So, Nick, if you would like, you can roll maybe a history check with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did I
Because-
get that paraphrasing?
Oh, I
it
don't need
roughly right?
advantage. I got a 21.
Hell yeah.
Nice. So,
I'm just doing it just in case. Nope, I did not get a natural 20.
I mean, it's always worth a shot. You never
Yeah.
know. So I will say, even though you guys are second year students, you may not have done all of these. You may have done none of it. You may have said, "No, I don't really want to do that," and just walked away. But Nick would know that possibly the student art gallery would be a good place.
Oh, a
to
place to
find the
be
second clue.
inspired.
By retired alumni, and retired I mean dead, or ones that just left before. I'm gonna assume both.
So Nick would not just give the answer away
I
because that
hate
would be cheating.
fucking librarians. They're all the same.
So she would try to give hints.
Okay, so let's hear your hint.
So what do you think inspires you? Could you think about some things that you find inspiring?
Wrong question.
I like money. Money's good. But this has to do with all alumni. Where would I retired? I'm assuming they mean they just quit. Maybe they're dead. I don't know. So where would I find words from an old alum? Like somebody who, might inspire me with their prose upon, I don't know, a plaque or a book.
Well, the books are here in the library, and
Yeah,
I
I
will let
see
you
that.
know this is not the place where that clue is.
Are you sure about that? You sounded not sure at all. You didn't sound like you had any idea.
Okay. I'm not here to
Pleonexy,
solve
you
it
could
for
roll
you.
insight. You could roll insight if you wanted.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we get to learn what I don't know what to do. All right.
Perfect.
What do I roll here? I roll a
So-
d20. That I know.
Well, so if you're on D&D Beyond, then you should be able to go, and I believe, I'm not looking at it right now, there should be like a little button almost next to Insight that
I
you can
got a
click on,
f-
and it'll just roll that.
I got a 5.
Total?
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Okay. Yeah, you think that she's probably telling the truth.
I'm not getting this. Yo, chest hair.
I'm not here.
Yeah, Bazak
Where'd
has
chest hair
already,
go?
Bazak has already fucked off.
All right. You know what? Screw it. Where do I get treats? Where do I get some food? Refreshments?
You just
Um,
skipping that clue entirely.
Well,
Yeah.
This librarian is not a lot of help, and my insight was a 3. So I think I'm gonna hope maybe double back maybe later if I get more info. But
Nick would tell him where a dining hall or cafe or whatever, because he knows, like,
Yeah.
he gets it.
yeah,
So basically, like, as you walk into the library, immediately to the left, there's a cafe, and that would be the nearest sort of like dining hall area.
I'm gonna go there.
Nick says, I'll take you because I could use a large coffee.
All right.
My
You wouldn't
my-
take me to where the expired alum is, but here you take me for you're buying.
Okay. Because I'm going to need a lot of coffee to put up with this morning.
Fair.
I get that a
So
lot.
as you approach the cafe, there is a gnome standing behind the counter, who you would probably know, Nick, whose name is Whizbottle.
I love that.
As I drink this yellow fluid.
Not that kind of whiz.
Hi. Hi,
And
good
she just-
sir. Can I have a
she just
large,
says, like,
large
hello,
coffee?
hello. And yeah, like she's already got the coffee. She already knew as soon as she saw you start to approach, she's just like, here you go.
My
But
eyes
yeah,
are
it's kind of like,
yeah, my everything is not working until caffeine is involved.
and sort of as Pleonexy is walking up, she's just like, hello, how can I help you, new student?
How you doing? I think this is where I gotta go to get a treat, some sort of light refreshment. If I'm reading these things correct, like.
She says, well, if you would give me a hand real quick, I could probably help you out with that.
Hey, no worries. I got nothing else to do.
Okay. And so she asked you to like step behind the counter and
Got it.
help her to just stock the shelves.
Yeah, no worries. Got it.
All right. So as you help her,
He's used to manual labor, so this is not a new thing.
roll me a dexterity check.
Okay, no. How about strength? Come on, stop being like that, eh? Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta play me like that? This is going to be a straight roll.
Excellent. Love
I
that.
have no proficiency in. Oh my!
Another 3.
So you do a really shitty job. Stuff
I
is
don't
just
know where anything
crammed in
goes.
there. Yeah, stuff is just crammed.
Yeah,
like it's
that's
very
fair.
clearly labeled. It's very clearly labeled. Like this is all well organized. You know, it's got the little like shelf labels on there, and you're just like shoving stuff in the wrong places. Not like it is not tidy.
He's
at
like
all.
stacking
You're
the
like,
cups horizontally instead of vertically.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
Okay.
He's going by the ground trying to catch the cups so that they don't fall.
Does Whiz Bottle give me shit?
she says, "Thanks for that."
Yeah, they're on the shelves. What do you want from me?
At least he was willing.
That's true. That's true. And she says, if you come back tomorrow, maybe we can try again.
So I applied for a job here? I'm following a scavenger hunt. What's going on?
I won't even make you roll an insight check. She's just trying to be polite to get you to go away.
So am I at the wrong spot for the scavenger hunt?
No, you're at the right spot. You just didn't pass.
Well,
Is
some
this like
people
a
around here.
Is this like a pass fail event? for it? Like,
Apparently,
do they have to get
Some
all
of them.
5 of them, or?
Some of them are, some of them aren't. But I mean,
apparently,
it does say
being
like
in-
you only have until the end of the day.
being
So you-
enthusiastic and kind didn't count.
Like,
I had
can
to do
he,
it the right way.
can he
Nick?
win this? Is there like a
I'm gonna-
winning?
I'm going to
I mean,
gesture
you get-
rudely under here.
Nick
get
got
prizes.
all the cups that she caught and puts them on the counter so that they don't crash and fall and make a big mess that Whiz Bottle has to sweep up.
What was your name
Fantastic.
again? Nikki? Mickey?
Nick, you can call me Nick.
All right, Nikki. Where would leaf beds be?
I don't know. Where do you find leaves typically?
Out on trees, smart ass.
I just love the mental image of Nick basically being like an elementary school teacher. Just like, where would you find a leaf?
Good
All
job! Yay!
I-
It's like a
All
gold
librarians
star.
are like that.
I 100% think that that's how Nick feels about this being a part of this freshman orientation.
So a leaf
Fair.
bed is probably in a garden.
And
That's a
then
pretty good bet.
Nick would smile with enthusiasm, like,
All right.
yeah.
So I got the gun. Now point me in the right direction. I don't know my ass from my elbow in this place.
Okay, Nick points him and tries to kind of walk away.
All right. Thanks for your help.
So
I head
you point him
that way.
towards the book gardens, which is another section of the library, but it's just kind of like a more natural area.
I
So,
head that way.
Oh, this is all
Okay.
in the library. Oh,
I'm
wow.
assuming so at this point.
Well, probably not all of it. I don't remember now off the top of my head. Sorry, I've got a dog who's being weird.
That's kind of their job.
That's true. That's very true. It's just very distracting. So these are the book gardens are like little study areas, little quiet places within the library. And
Yeah.
so as you make your way over there, there are 3 awakened shrubs that just kind of like meander in this little book nook. There's a few different places where people can set in the overall book garden. Bazak, where would you be?
I would probably be. Could I be following behind one of the awakened shrubs, like trying to prune it as it walks?
Absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I think we just
So-
found Bazak's job.
He's kind of like muttering under his breath, like, "Ooh, let me get that one for you." Oh yeah, that looks so much better. Okay, yeah, good. Okay.
Yeah,
go
and
on.
Bazak, you would know that sometime last year these 3 shrubs were awakened. Nobody's really sure how or why,
Mhm.
but they're just kind of like the unofficial mascots now.
Yeah, I think Bazak would be stoked on that, and probably wants to know who did it at some point.
It may have been Bazak. Who knows?
So Bazak is here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yo, Chester.
Ah, you made it. Did you find what you were seeking in the cafeteria?
No, I couldn't get nothing. She just decided I did a shitty job, I guess. I don't know. I didn't know I was applying for work. I didn't know where the hell to go for the old retired guys. Nikki did not help me at all. So I'm looking here for some, what am I looking for? I was looking for a leaf bed, it says. Might not be what they seem. I'm supposed to poke one.
And Bazak is just like looking at him while he does another snip on the awakened shrub. It's like, well, you're probably close.
Well, I figured that much out. Thanks. So is there a leaf bed here somewhere? You got like a compost, or do I want to poke? Do I just poke this guy? And I just poked my hand into the shrub.
You're just poking it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nick, what are you doing while this is going on?
I think Nick
Hiding.
wandered back closer to the strangle snaggle.
The snag.
Snarl.
Snarl.
Snarl. Snaggle.
Guys, my note taking is not very legible when I write really fast.
I haven't taken any notes yet.
The magically glowing
Fantastic.
snackle.
Yeah, so
Hey,
that's
whatever
I'm gonna
works.
go by that
Yep.
snaggle and see if I can point other people to either the gardens or the cafeteria or the cafe,
Okay,
But not to
or
the
probably the
retired.
theater, because I'm pretty sure the other one's the theater
sure.
or performance
So-
center.
Yeah, so you are kind of like guiding these little first year students. I say little, you're not that much older than them. I'm just
I'm
still in
also rather short compared to many of them.
there are a lot of smaller races. I mean, there are like both tall
Gnomes.
Harengon and small Harengon and Owlin. I mean, all different sizes and shapes of people go to school here. So you're definitely not that much smaller than everyone. Just
Any
some.
fairies?
A few.
Rad.
So Pleonexy, as you like reach out to pat the shrub, the branches part and reveal a mascot. It is a stuffed animal.
Nice.
Hey, look at that.
Wasn't
And-
so hard, no, was it?
Are you
Are you like
not
pulling
a
it out,
bush?
or are you
Do
just
you-
looking at it?
The mascot. Well, I'm gonna pull it out.
Okay.
I don't know what.
So as
this
you
is
pull it
about.
out,
Hey,
yeah,
what's
so
this?
as you pull it out, you see, you might not know this just from being a new student, but Bazak, you would recognize this as a pest mascot,
Hmm.
which is one of the House Epistomos mascots. It is basically like a worm with teeth,
Cute. I love him.
but like very, very sharp, pointy teeth.
Yes. Does he bite Pleonexy?
Well, I mean, it's a stuffed animal, so
Hmm.
it doesn't,
Oh.
luckily, but
Okay.
Yeah. So
Whoa.
you can add that to your inventory as well.
This is what I get. I get a fucking plush worm. Alrighty then.
With sharp teeth. I'm drawing
I-
the sharp teeth right now.
I can't
I've
wait
got
to
it.
see it.
Fantastic.
I've got a plush sharp tooth worm.
He looks a little like Trogdor the Burninator.
What
Yes!
could possibly go wrong?
Trogdor!
Oh man, that's amazing. I forgot all about that.
Oh, I didn't.
So,
Okay. So what's the next thing here?
yeah, what clue do you want to go
I got
to
the
next?
leaf bed. I didn't get nothing from Whiz Bottle there. What's this say? Hang on, I gotta get my glasses on.
Oh, this bottle is, she's an easy one. Perhaps we should go back there and try again.
And
Oh,
you
yeah.
just see, like, Bazak, you can see Wizbottle, like, was kind of watching where Pleonexy went, still just kind of like out of the corner of her eye, even though she's helping other students who are like trying to get coffee and stuff. She's just kind of like watching him. And like, as soon as she makes eye contact with you, she's just like, no.
Bazak's like, oh.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this last one is a theater.
Well, you got two more.
Ooh,
Right?
the
Hold
theater.
I'm skipping the alumni unless somebody else helps me. Do you know where I could get a hold of some old alumni and read some of their shit and get all inspired?
You could
the
also roll
library?
a history. You could also roll a history check.
Oh,
And I would
okay.
again let you roll. Not you.
Come
Bazak.
on.
Oh, me.
Come
You're
on over
you're a
here.
freshman.
Yeah, I'll do it.
It's-
And Bazak, you can roll with advantage.
Oh, great. I'll do that. I got a 15.
Okay. And plus you were wanting to know on clue 2, right?
Yes, the alumni.
So Bazak, you would know that this clue is supposed to lead him to the student art gallery.
Ah, yes. Well, are you a purveyor of the fine arts?
Got a few paintings.
Well, we have
They're
a
a
few,
great market.
We have a few options in this school. Either the performing arts.
Well, everything's been pretty
Or the
close, so I'm assuming
classic
it's going to be
arts.
close.
Yeah, I think it's all pretty close.
Yeah, so what's the closest one?
I don't know.
Awesome.
Probably not the theater, right?
Yeah, so you know that the student art gallery is still within the library. That would be the closest.
This is a cool library.
It's pretty massive.
Yeah, in real life, you'd never get me out of this fucking place.
Yeah,
I'd
this
be
place
there
is
all
Oh,
sick.
same. I would live here. So Nick, as you're kind of helping these first year students and they've all sort of made their way through, I would say you probably can see Pleonexy stands out a little bit.
Yeah, I hope so.
And so you can kind of see, and you might even hear like every other word or every third word that Bazak and Pleonexy are saying. And yeah, you definitely feel like they're maybe cheating a little bit.
Oh no, Nick. Not cheating.
Nick will go over and just because Nick knows Bazak and just says, you're not supposed to give them the answers.
I know. You're right, Nick. It's just he's trying so hard and he seems like he could really succeed here if we give him an opportunity.
Or he would succeed because you were doing all of his homework for him?
Oh, I would never do his homework for him. I mean, let's not split hairs here. I just love to watch the chaos.
Well,
I'm gonna leave. I'm heading to the gallery.
Okay.
I know they're talking about me. I get it. I'm fine. I'm just gonna go
So where are you headed?
to the closest art gallery that I can remember vaguely from the map I read earlier.
Okay. Wow, no, I can't find it. Oh, yeah. Conveniently, you are like at. Oh, he took his headphones off.
Oh my god, I love it.
That is amazing. You were not kidding. That looks so much like Trogdor, just without the giant muscle arms.
Bourbon
Just a second.
Pandaros.
Okay. So
Is there
yeah,
a map, by the way, Rick? Do you have a real map?
there is. Do you wanna see it?
I
I can
do.
show it to you.
I
right
do
now.
want to see it. Okay. Okay, you gotta hold it still.
Beautiful, right?
Ooh.
Okay, what's the water fountain in the middle? Is that where we are?
That's the snarl.
The snarl. Okay.
Yep.
Great.
But we renamed it. Actually, everybody
Snaggletooth.
knows
Oh, yeah,
it's
the
the snarl,
snaggle.
but they call it the snaggle.
I love the snaggle.
It's like,
Fantastic.
yeah, we know that you wanted it to sound impressive, but it doesn't, so we call it the snaggle.
We're just doing our job as players.
Exactly.
Hey, that's
And
okay. I don't even feel
all of
bad
the
because
names.
that
Okay,
I
what's
just took
going on?
straight from the book. We were
Nothing.
just,
I'll roll
were just-
initiative, right? What?
yeah. No, we were just shit talking Strixhaven because I didn't write that. That's from the book. Yeah. So anyway, Pleonexy, you realize that you've been standing right next to the student art gallery all along. It's just like behind closed doors.
I believe I will open the doors.
Okay.
In his
So-
normal, I live here. Just bam.
Yeah. Like this is my
He's
place.
relatively fearless until he learns otherwise.
That's
Almost
fair.
cocky.
So as you walk into this, it is just like an art gallery. You see that there are portraits, there are statues. They're not all great. Some of them are pretty not good, to put it nicely. And you see that there is a plaque with the name of the school. And below that is a lever.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So as
I
you
pull the
on
lever. Pull the lever, Kronk.
Wrong lever.
Wrong. Why do we even
So-
have that lever? Sorry.
So as you pull this lever, a box pops out of the wall.
Hooray.
I think this is for me. I
Pretty
open the
good chance.
box.
All right. So as
I
you
look
do,
in the box.
there is a pennant. So like a sports pennant, for one of the houses.
Rah rah. Which one?
Great question.
I
Roll me
should-
a d6.
I should have got that in my orientation anyway. I
Well,
did
this is
read
orientation, so
a 4.
a 4. Okay, so it would
Yeah,
be
you're
for
rolling
technique.
poorly.
Well, it would be.
This
a
one didn't
technique.
really matter.
Yeah.
That's true. It's a 6, huh? Yeah, never mind.
So it is for house techniques.
And which one am I again?
Not that one.
Epistemos, he said.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're
An
the same
epist-
house as the little plushie you got.
And me.
Epistemos. Yeah.
Yeah, you pissed the most.
Technical crest. Okay.
Yeah, technical problems.
I wrote technical crest. I'm not going to even attempt anything at the moment. I'll fix it in post.
So you do notice that the sun is starting to go down. It seems like you
Oh,
are
good.
almost out of time.
I'm doing the best
You
I
have
can.
2 left.
Okay, I failed that. That was a fail. I got to go to the theater.
hmm
Wait, what was the other failure? There's only one failure.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Remember D&D style notes. What I say isn't always what I'm doing. I'm not always in charge of what comes out of my mouth.
Okay, so
That is how
Okay,
you play
so-
D&D.
Pardon me?
I said that is how you play D&D. That's tracks.
Yeah. Pleonexy says some things, and then I look at it and go, wow, I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, so
should not have said that.
yeah, so I've dealt with the old dead folks. I failed stocking shelves. I poked the bush, and now I just got to go to the theater. I figured that one out on my own.
So Bazak and Nick, you can hear him just kind of like talking to himself
Yeah.
as he's walking out of the gallery. And I assume that you guys have probably continued to like kind of debate the ethics of helping.
Yeah, I
That's our
actually
I think
walked
I
back.
would have given it up
Yeah, that's fine.
and just been
Yeah.
like, this guy is chaos. Do you want to follow him and see what happens?
Yes. But first I would like to refill my bottle of boundless coffee from Whiz Bottle. That was the
Perfect.
wondrous item I chose. It has a
Excellent choice.
stopper with a little chain, and only coffee can go in it, and it's always comfortably warm.
Fantastic.
I know what envy feels like now. Carry on.
Yeah,
No, I want one of these.
that's what cantrips and coffee really needs.
I know, I was gonna say that too.
So
I
the
saw
first
Ruin was in
person
the chat.
I'm
Yes.
going to walk out of the library, looking around. Or wherever I'm going. I'm going to wander out and
So
ask
if you
people at
are
random.
walking, so if you are starting to walk out of the library, Nick and Bazak, you would know he is going the wrong way. If you guys wanted to tell him
I
that.
just look at Nick and I'm like, I mean,
I'd just follow him.
You
I'm
seem
done.
you seem to want to let him do his own thing. So
I told him about the theater. Like, if he doesn't ask us, I'm just following. It's
So,
like babysitting.
I'm going to ask people in general. There can't be just nobody here. Like you said, they're not
yeah,
the only assistants. So I'm going to
Yeah.
look around for some other schmuck that looks like they know what they're doing and say, hey, where's the theater?
So you see another student who seems pretty fresh-faced and young, and it's just like, I think they mean over there, the lecture hall.
Hmm.
All right. Thanks. Have a
I was
good
like,
day.
yeah. Okay, bye.
And I head that way.
All right, so the lecture hall, I mean, is like a small amphitheater right behind where the Snarl and the Hall of Oracles is.
snaggle,
and-
but sure.
Yeah, semantics. So you see this lavish stage with curtains drawn back as if to reveal performers on the opening night of a major production. What are you doing?
Well, new stars. So first time on the stage. That's where I'm going.
Okay. Once you're up there, you do anything in particular?
I'll look around for something I'm supposed to pick the fuck up. Is there any kind of lights? Is there like a spotlight I should stand in?
You can tell that there are some things that look like they might light up. And yeah, there is like just one singular light shining down on the stage.
I go stand there and I belt out a very inappropriate limerick to the
Amazing.
empty theater.
Amazing.
There was
roll
a
me a
young fellow named Dave.
Roll me a
I'm
performance.
not finishing it. I like you people. Also, you may end up getting banned.
We don't want that.
Straight roll, everybody. I think, yep. I rolled a 2.
Ugh.
I haven't rolled. I'm not.
No, man.
I need
With-
my real dice.
Those
This is-
digital
this
dice
is-
are so rough.
Yeah, they
So-
really can
Feel
be
that.
sometimes.
With that really bad performance, could Nick use thaumaturgy to make like a smattering of applause?
Aw.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the
I'm gonna-
weakest, saddest applause.
Hey,
like 2 people.
but at least you could
clapping.
hear me in the back row. There was no. I didn't. My enunciation was good.
It's very true. It's very
Um,
true.
I was off
Loud
key.
and off key.
Bazak is just snickering and he like kind of elbows Nick as he's standing next to them and he's like, maybe he should join the performing arts club, huh?
So
Yeah, I
as
don't-
as you get up there,
probably.
Pleonexy, and you recite poorly and off key, even though you're not actually singing this limerick, bright light like even brighter than the single spotlight, shines down, and you see that there are two lights from like where the footlights would be
Right.
that are shining directly towards you.
What are they colored?
Nope, they're just regular lights. But they
Well,
weren't
I'm gonna
shining
d-
before.
Well, I'm going over to one.
Okay. So as you do, you see that there is a lantern filled with oil.
Perfect. It's now mine.
That's the prize for that one.
Gotcha.
Hey,
I bet this one's mine too. I put it out and I put it in my purse.
you can explore at night now.
All right.
Excellent.
So I got a healing potion. I got a plush sharp tooth worm, and I got a lantern.
Wasn't there something else?
No, I
because
failed.
he
You got the pennant.
failed.
No, you got the pennant.
The pendant.
Oh. Yes.
Where did I put
Sorry, I
that
have
thing?
pictures
Oh,
of
yeah.
everything. There's a pennant, a potion,
4 out of
worm
5.
with a hat, and a lantern.
Sorry about that. Go ahead. Carry on.
Yeah.
I was
so-
wrong. Yeah. Yes. Thanks, Duke Rotting Face. Plush got a plush. Yes. Carry on.
Mhm. I thought about making that comment, but then I didn't. So thank
It's
you.
fair.
Thank you.
Somebody did.
Yeah.
I
So
will-
as
I considered it.
yeah. So as you finish the last clue that you're able to finish, the three of you can hear from back, like in almost near the cafe, that there is shouting, and you hear someone yell, "That trunk has teeth! Please, somebody stop it!"
Nick
Do I
will-
hear that?
Nick will
Yeah,
go
the three of you can
book
hear
it
it.
over that way because she doesn't want poor Whizbottle. You know, she knows what it's like to be a short person, and so she wants to go help.
Bazak is
Perfect.
stoked that there is some action, and he is like sauntering over there, getting his Eldritch Blast ready in his hand.
I'm running over and putting something from my bag onto my hands on the way over there. Kind of a tight little wrap on both hands.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you make your way, you do see that Whizbottle is like up on the counter, and there seems to be a trunk with teeth and a very long, like disgusting, slimy tongue hanging out of its mouth. And it is just menacing and leering at her.
I love those
Um,
things.
Do we know what they are? Rick?
I know what it is.
How
Well, yes,
far
but-
away am I? As like, if I was running over, like how far away is it?
I mean, from the amphitheater, it's quite a ways. It's at least 100, 150 feet.
Okay.
But you can kind of, it's not really paying attention to you. It seems to be focused on Whizbottle currently. So you could kind of approach it reasonably without too much worry.
Okay, so I just start running that way because I'm gonna help my pal because
Okay.
short folk gotta stick together.
Yeah.
And if I can, I'll throw a spell at it.
Okay. So I will say the three of you, you see that the library has suddenly devolved into just absolute chaos. So
Mhm.
you guys are kind of running through this like pell-mell of students going every which way. Even though it's in one place, they're all just panicked and they're just running wherever they are going to run to. So
Out
you're
of my
kinda, like,
way!
dodging these-
Out of my way, I'll run you over.
Unless you're Pleonexy, you're making them dodge you. So yeah, I will let you guys have a surprise round. And Nick, if you would like to go first, since you were the first one to say anything.
Sure. So I'm gonna guiding bolt this guy. Oh, awesome, with the natural one. Never mind.
Oof.
Way to start that off.
Yeah.
But
right.
she really tries hard to make it seem like she didn't. I mean, she really wants it to seem like she didn't do anything because she's embarrassed.
Doesn't guiding bolt like light up whatever you hit with it?
Probably.
So the whole counter of the cafe is just like lit up in what color would your guiding bolt light up?
Purpley.
Perfect. So like this neon purple is now just shining on the cafe countertop.
Dope.
Yeah,
It's a disco.
I definitely was trying to put some light on the situation. That's what I was trying to do.
Absolutely nailed it. All right, so who's going next?
Well, I said I had kind of readied my
That's true.
Eldritch Blast. So as my bonus action, as I run up towards the chest, I'm going to use my Form of Dread and transform into like a visceral version of Hecate and get some temporary health points equal to 3. And that's my bonus action, and so then I'm going to cast an Eldritch Blast. My signature move.
So the signature move of almost every warlock.
Yep.
So when you say you kind of transform into like this visage of Hecate, do you look more feminine whenever you do, or do you just kind of like adopt the triple-headed aspect?
It's just an aspect of your patron's dread.
Okay.
So yeah, I would actually assume it's just kind of like a ghostly like outline around him that looks kind of like a dead woman.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's bigger than him.
And so Hecate in a lot of depictions, like most depictions, is this triple goddess. And so a lot of times you'll see where there's like one facing forward and then like two kind of facing backwards.
I love that.
So it's almost like there's 3 of you, but the others are just sort of like spectral and floating along behind you.
Absolutely. And I got a 9 to hit with my Eldritch Blast.
Yikes. We are not doing so hot on the combat, so...
Well, we weren't ready, so...
Totally unprepared, yeah. Pleonexy.
All right. A little game question. How does shield work? Do I have to preset it and wait to get smacked, or does it use as a reaction if I get hit? Yeah, that's what I was hoping when I picked it.
Yeah.
So piss bottle there is on behind the counter?
On top of the counter.
And the thing is behind the counter?
No, it's basically like out in the common area, not where you would have failed earlier.
All right. It's you just want to rub a little more salt in that? Like, okay. Now, sure what I'm doing now. Not sure. Okay. Well, I'm going to do what he does best.
Okay.
Hey, come get me, you mook. And I'm going to run up and I'm going to punch it.
Cool. Roll to hit.
Let me see if I know what I'm doing here. So actions, unarmed strike. There we go. I don't have any gear on.
Did you not equip the short sword?
I did.
Okay.
Whether it, but it, I'm that is my. I mean, if I have a shield or anything else, I only do D6s. If it's just me fighting with bare hands, I do 8s, or weaponized hands, I do D8s.
Gotcha.
So I hit a 19.
I guess that hits, yeah.
You guess? Okay. And I need 2 of those. Oh no, those should be D8s. Ignore that. My wife just laughed, but not at me, I hope.
Hard to say.
So I got a 13 plus 2, so I got 15.
Damn.
15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so like you punch it, and I would imagine Pleonexy is not the most subtle of individuals.
He's a brawler. He's a pugilist at his core.
Yeah, so like you are just coming up there and you're just like shouting.
Big haymaker, come and get me, you mook.
Yeah. And so
like it owes me money.
Yeah, it turns to look at you and you just punch it right in its eye. So it's just got this swollen, like purple eye now. And it looks bad. Like it looks very, very hurt.
Good.
But one moment. I need you to roll me a, I think it'd be a dex check. Yeah.
Who
Hey,
two?
those are always the ones that he doesn't have any bonuses in. Okay.
Of course. It's getting ya.
5.
Ooh,
Wait, who else has to roll?
just him
Oh,
Just
okay.
me.
because he punched it. So as you do this, like its eye just immediately swells up, and you start to pull your fist away, but it is now covered in this like thick, viscous, clear fluid, and your hand just snaps back to it. You can't pull it away from it.
Oh
Okay.
no.
I got another hand later.
True. So we'll go ahead and roll initiative real quick.
Yay. Oh.
What do you
Wow.
add to your initiative?
Are you
It
using
should-
D&D Beyond plush?
Yes.
You can just
If you
click
just
the
click on the
initiative. You can do
Yeah.
that for all of your spell checks or like all your checks. Like you can just click acrobatics
Yeah.
and it'll roll for you. Because I saw it said you were rolling custom, so you don't have to do all the work if you do it that way.
Yeah, you don't
I'm
have
just
to
trying
think,
to.
which is my favorite part
16?
of it.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
It takes some getting used to use it, I think,
Yeah.
but it's pretty straightforward once you know.
Considering I've
Nick and
used it
Bazak,
once
what'd you guys get?
before.
What did I get? I got a 6.
Oof.
Again. I know. It sucks.
I got a 20.
Nat 20
Nice.
or a dirty 20?
No,
Dirty
not
20.
an unnatural 20.
Gotcha.
Very unnatural.
Well, either way, Nick gets to go first.
Okay. Nick is overusing spell slots for that. So she would like to run so that she is within 60 feet of that chest with teeth and throw some sacred flame at it.
Okay. You definitely can see that Nick is, or not Nick, that Pleonexy is like stuck to it. Just FYI.
Okay, so actually, then instead,
It's fine.
He's been burned
Then-
before.
It's my
so,
first day. I should get burnt. It's fine.
Nick instead is going to yell at the chest that it needs to. I think that her vicious mockery right now sounds a little bit like, that's not safe. Like, this is a school, and like kind of like you're breaking the rules and sort of
Shut up,
thing.
Hermione.
Amazing.
And so yeah, I cast vicious mockery on it and do 1 point of psychic damage.
It looks slightly more wounded. Not a whole
Oh,
lot.
I mean, actually, I guess it's a resistance. They have to roll a wisdom saving throw
Yes. What
to
is your
see
DC?
if I do the 1 point of damage.
Well, actually, it wouldn't matter because it would be a minimum of 1 either way.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Because like if it's half, it always will round
Yeah.
up. So yeah, I'm not gonna be that much of a jerk and be like, you do no damage, sorry. Not on day 1 at least.
We're still squishy.
So yeah. So at level 3 for
Yeah.
this is a first level adventure. Pleonexy, you are up next.
As a player, what does everyone have for hit points before we get any farther into this mess?
The mystery.
20. I have 27 plus 3.
I have 24 hit points.
So we're all sitting around the same animal. Okay. I believe he stuck to it and goes, excellent. Now you're not running away from me. And throws the left hand into it.
Okay.
And that's 14 total. Nope, sorry.
17.
18 total.
Yep, that also hits.
And then I have to roll this. Now
I'm
my
gonna
magic.
laugh if Pleonexy basically like takes this out by himself.
So these. Fuck. My magic brass knuckles here. Does the +1 add to damage as well?
Yeah, I believe that's how that works.
7, 9, 10.
Okay. It looks very, very hurt. You definitely blacken its other eye, but it's just kind of squinting through.
And now I need a
and
dex check.
Yep.
To not get stuck again.
Mm-hmm.
How does a 15 work?
This time you managed to not get stuck. You just
Well,
like
I know.
jab real
Guess
quick.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah, you just jab real quick. And you don't get caught this time.
Fast.
It's going nowhere. It's stuck right there.
All right, and it is now the mimic's turn.
Oh.
I wonder who he's gonna hit.
Mystery.
I'm not
It's a
sure.
mystery.
Well, I'm not even close enough to him, probably. So
Yeah,
I was casting range.
This is going to
spells.
be a reoccurring theme, by the way. I have to be close to do almost anything.
Hey, someone's got to be
If
the
only.
tank, right? Yeah,
yeah.
all be
I'm not-
casters.
I'm not much tankier than you guys based on your hit points.
So it is going to try to bite you. And that is a total of 16.
That is my exact AC.
Okay, so that does hit then.
So then my reaction will go off my spell for shield.
So
But that's affected after this. It does its
no, it would
stuff, right?
so as a reaction, you're able to cast that in order to prevent it from hitting you, basically. So this
Perfect.
is exactly where you would want to use it. Whenever you get hit, you could just be like, okay. I think you're technically supposed to do it before I say like
If it hits
If
or
it-
not.
yeah.
But yeah,
But
well,
whatever.
it
fine.
says here
First night.
reaction which
Yeah.
you take when you are hit by an attack or
okay.
targeted by the magic
Oh.
missile.
Oh, okay, perfect.
That is what D&D Beyond is telling me.
There are certain spells that it's like if the DM says how it resolves, then you can't use it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's perfect.
So-
Either way, I wasn't going to be again that much of a jerk on the first night.
So
Save
now
that for
my
the second
AC is
Save it for later.
21.
Exactly. Yeah. So it basically like it tries to crunch down on your free left hand, and you just cast the shield spell. What does it look like for you when you cast shield?
It doesn't really look like much because his whole thing would be not letting his opponents know that he's got an edge. So there's just that briefest heat shimmer around me, but nothing else changes. And then it
Okay.
goes away. Like when it activates, it kind of looks like I'm a mirage for a nanosecond, and then it's invisible because I don't want my opponents to know I got an edge.
Nick and Bazak, I would let you guys roll a perception check just to see if you would notice it.
Okay.
But yeah, just based on his character, he's going to want that in a fight to have nobody know he's using it.
I got
Yeah.
a 19.
Oh, nice.
I'm looking at other stuff. I got an 8.
You were more worried about your friend on
Yeah.
the countertop.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Bazak, you see this shimmer as it tries to bite down on Pleonexy. And it'll be your turn next, actually.
Okay, cool. See the shiver, and I note that, but I am going to cast Chill Touch on it. So a spectral, ghostly hand appears within its space, and it kind of just like grips the chest. So let's see if it grabs it. Oh, fuck me, that's a crit fail.
The worst named spell in D&D.
Yeah. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you just look at it. But
Yeah.
No
It is a
cold
cool spell.
damage.
You don't
Yeah,
touch
no
people.
cold damage. I don't touch people.
Yeah, it's
it's
fucked.
being touched though. It's being touched though by a spectral hand.
And in fact,
Yeah.
nobody gets touched because I rolled a crit fail, so no touching is happening.
I just would imagine that it like goes right through it and just like you see this spectral hand and it just passes straight through the mimic.
Okay.
And so Pleonexy, it is back to you. Or no, sorry,
Yeah, me.
Nick, yep.
Okay. I cast command, which
Okay.
is a 13 wisdom DC to see if I can cast my command.
And who are you commanding?
Oh, I'm commanding the mimic.
Perfect. It crit failed.
Awesome.
Yay!
I say release.
Down, Betsy.
So it just kind of like looks at you. I would say with sad eyes, as sad as you can look with two swollen black eyes. And you just see it kind of like frown, and it doesn't do anything. It can't release.
Oh.
It's its natural adhesive.
Oh.
It was a good thought.
Okay.
It wants to.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't want anything to do with you.
I don't really have any more bonus. I can go up closer, I guess, with my movement, so that I can give this new kid. I'm gonna call him a new kid, even though he's older than me. So I can give him some heals if he's gonna, croak on me.
He is looking pretty worse for wear with his 0 damage taken. So Pleonexy.
Yep. I wonder what my plan's going to be. So no, I do give just before, as I'm winding up, I give a pull to see how heavy this is. I'm assuming it's stuck down if it wants to be from this viscous.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
All right. Well, Yamuk. He gets
that
another
left hook again.
He gets another one of those over there. This has +1. Oh, look at that. 8.
Yeah, no, that does not work.
There's no damage as I connect. Yeah.
Yeah, you just kind of like glance off the top of it, and then roll your dex check.
Yeah, that. Can I not? How's that work?
About that.
Okay. 8.
Both hands are stuck.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So you're just like, because you kind of glanced off, I feel like your arm is just stuck. So your left arm is just like resting on top of it. If somebody didn't see that it was, a mimic and you were fighting it, they might think that you're just like awkwardly trying to put your arm there. But
so it kind of like grazed and it just stuck on the way by.
Yeah. It's like you're
Awesome.
Caught in like a rat, like the sticky rat traps.
Yeah. That's okay. I got other things to do. I do have other tricks.
Anything else on your turn?
There's not much I can do. Because that's my action. I can't move. I don't have too many bonus things that are going to help in this case. So yeah.
All right. So it is going to try to bite you once again. And now that your shield is faded, it still is going to try, but this time, Bazak, you don't notice the shimmer that you had seen previously, but you just see it like crunches down on the arm and doesn't seem to actually do anything. It's just kind of ineffectual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On my clothes.
Yeah. Like weird. His clothes are stopping those sharp teeth. How odd. So Bazak, it is your turn now.
Okay, so Bazak kind of knows what's going on. He might have even heard of this before from some other students, older students. He kind of just like straightens his chitin and, kind of like gets himself all proper and straight. And he's going to cast his special Epistemos spell, Wither and Bloom.
Okay.
So he invokes both death and life upon a 10-foot radius sphere. Each creature of my choice must make a Constitution saving throw.
Nice. What is your DC?
14.
Okay. I got a 9, so it is not going to pass.
And it takes 6 necrotic damage from that.
That is perfect.
I knew
so
it.
it was actually one more than you needed.
I like to go above and beyond.
So what does your spell look like whenever you do this?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, since I'm kind of more of like a nature-based studier, it is like a 10-foot radius of like all of a sudden all this green is blooming, and then it instantly just shrivels and dies, leaving like a necrotic energy behind it, like in the span of like 2 seconds.
Okay, yeah. So Pleonexy, you see, and I guess, how close did you get, Nick?
I would have been like up to maybe 30 feet away.
Okay, so you wouldn't be in the area of effect, like you wouldn't see it all around you or anything, but you would see it in front of you. Pleonexy, you see these plants start to bloom up out of the ground and then suddenly wither and die around you, and you see that this chest, like the mimic, suddenly goes gray almost. Instead of being like this vibrant, lively color, it's like pale gray. And then your hands are suddenly free, and it is just a normal chest again.
Don't know who did that, but thanks for the assist. That was fun. Is there another one? You okay,
So-
piss bottle?
That was quite fun.
Nick just like, so she's gonna do healing word and like try and even make it like she's gonna do her verbal and like point like kind of under her breath and just hit Pleonexy with
He didn't
I
take any
was
damage.
never
did he?
hurt.
Yeah.
I
four
was never-
healing.
He didn't
I'll
actually
I'll
take
take
any
the
damage.
healings, but I didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you
No.
took
It
His-
bit
his
me,
shield
but
blocked
I've got
the
armor
first one.
on.
Yeah.
I've got magic
And the shield
armor
spell
on.
blocked the first one.
Oh, sorry. For some reason, I
No.
thought you took damage.
You can
No.
heal me if you'd like. I appreciate the
No.
gesture.
If I didn't, if I had been there and known that you were not hurt, I would give Whizbottle all of the heals that they need.
Perfect. Yeah, she looks like, she might have taken some lashings.
Yeah, so the 4 points go to Whizbottle.
Perfect. And you just kind of like hear her talking about like, I need to make a note. Nick gets free coffee for the rest of the year. As she's just kind of like cleaning up the mess.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah,
Don't mention it.
you're
it's
welcome,
fine.
by the way.
And
Oh.
she's just like, yep. And just ducks back behind the counter. And
Oh.
You
so,
tell me that doesn't make up for my shitty stalking?
while
You're
you
not a
guys
nice-
are kind of having this
You're
back
not a
and
nice
forth,
person.
Mhm.
while you guys are having this back and forth with the cafe proprietor, someone who seems like a bit of an authority figure comes in. You see this very large, like almost 7-foot tall human woman, who is very distinctive because she has a like almost neon purple spectral left arm, and her left eye is the same spectral. Like her arm clearly was maybe cut off or
Sick.
something like that, and this is
Rad.
like a magical prosthetic, and so it replaced her left arm and left eye.
Is she an
And
artificer?
have to find out.
Okay.
And so you two would probably or possibly know, this is a teacher here, and she says, "Good job, students. I heard there was a bit of an incident, and I came to clean it up."
Almost nothing. Don't worry about it.
And she's like, "Okay, well."
I like that arm there. That's some good looking stuff. You fight with that thing.
She's like, "Do you want to find out how I got it? 'Cause I can show you."
Is it gonna hurt?
Do we know what class she teaches, Rick?
Yeah, you do. She's pretty well known. Like, she's just a teacher. Like, she's not high up in the rankings or anything. She's not like a super tenured faculty member or anything. But she teaches a class that all the students seem to love, and it's called Magical Creatures and How Not to Kill Them.
Oh, she's Hagrid.
Kind of, yeah, but better.
Yes. Cute.
And so she just starts, helping Wisbottle to kind of clean up everything. What are you guys doing now?
I'm going to help as well.
Wisbottle's just like, no, it's fine. You maybe get that thing out of here, and points to the trunk.
Bazak takes Pleonexy kind of by the shoulders and spins him around. He's like,
Oh, what's up, Chest? Hey.
did you see my final spell with
Oh,
the
it was
withering
you!
and the blooming?
It was you. Were you the one with a hand? I
That's
saw that real
something-
close too.
That is something specific to Hell's epistemos. Epitomus. Shit.
Epidemina?
House
Oh,
hippopotamus.
You in my,
House
are you in my
hippopotamus.
house? You in
Yes,
my
sir.
house?
Yes, sir.
All right.
You too could
And he
learn
gives you a
spell
hug.
like that. Oh yeah, Bazak will hug him back. I like hugs.
Like a big bear hug. He's only like 5'6".
Yeah.
So
Oh, I'm also 5'6".
there you go.
I love how similar physically your characters are,
Yeah.
other than race.
Yes, exactly. We probably weigh the
And,
same,
like,
just in
personality.
different ways, you know?
About
Yeah.
180 pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
You just carry it slightly differently.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's all-
a
it's
little
all in
more
the
around
tummy.
the middle. Yeah, me too.
Well,
I
Yeah,
got
I was
some
gonna
good
say.
shoulders though, but a little bit in the belly.
so are any of you going to investigate this trunk at all, or are you just kind of cleaning up and
Well, if
Moving
they've
on
left
with
it
your
to
day.
us, I'm gonna
I would
actually see if it opens.
Yeah, I would definitely go check it out and see. I mean, I'm guessing that it doesn't happen that often, that like something that they think is their regular stuff turns into is a mimic.
right? Yeah, this is the first you guys have ever heard of this happening. You're only second year students, and it is only the first day of the second year, so it's very possible that you wouldn't know. But yeah, if you guys want to roll perception.
Nick, I did
Oh, perception,
notice,
I'm much better at.
I did notice, Nick, there was a
It
bit
almost
of a
was a
shimmer.
It's almost a 19.
Are you
7.
saying that to Aaryn's
Nick.
character or to
Mhm.
Plush?
It's Aaryn's character.
Okay.
Oh,
About the shimmer of the
oh,
mimic.
oh, yeah. I don't see anything because
Well, it's gone now, but during
Oh.
the battle, like perhaps it was awakened or something.
I was the one that shimmered.
Are you saying that, is Pleonexy saying that, or are you saying that
Yeah,
out of
sure.
character?
No, that was me.
Curious. You'll have to teach us that spell sometime
That's
soon.
an old one. It's got me out of a few scraps, I'll tell you what.
Clever.
He's just
this-
Edward Cullen. He just
this-
sparkles.
that's what I was gonna say, is that something about you being sparkly.
This one is clever. We could learn a lot from him.
I can teach you how to hit things real good.
Nick gives Bazak just a confused look.
And Nick, I would let you roll with advantage if you wanted to roll perception, since Bazak was kind of pointing out some stuff that they had noticed.
15.
Right? That will work.
An
So as
11
you are
for me.
Pleonexy, you don't
With
really notice it. Like
advantage.
you open the trunk, and inside you just see like costumes. Seems like it came from the theater department. But Nick, you notice that the outside of it and the leather seems to have been rubbed with some sort of black oily substance.
Like someone was playing a prank on us.
Could
Stam theater kids. Always up to something.
so I have some paper in my bag.
Okay.
Or like a corner of a page or something. And can I see if I can scrape anything off? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
what would you want me to roll, or can I just get it?
Yeah, I'll just say you can get it.
Okay. So I just have a little scraping of this, whatever was rubbed on it.
Perfect. All right. So I think we're going to end here in just a minute, but I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about what you want to do as far as your extracurriculars. We talked a little bit in chat before, but while we're all here, I
Mhm.
figure we might as well talk about it. So
Great.
I know Pleonexy, you are going to do the pancration, which is basically Greek MMA.
I don't know why you'd want to do that.
Not a clue why.
Other than the
Anime
fact you
club.
could probably fucking teach it. And like I said, I would like to work in a bar. I've worked in lots of bars. I could be a bouncer. Stick with what you know when you're learning new stuff.
Yeah.
It's nice to get grounded.
Does anybody else have any extracurriculars or any jobs in mind? I know we had kind of talked about it, but I cannot remember for the life of me.
I would definitely, Bazak would definitely join the live action role playing guild.
Perfect.
And Nick would have been in drama last year, but is like really obviously not talking to any of the drama kids and is in the philosophy club this year.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yeah,
Did
so
you
I
get
feel
a
like
chip on your shoulder last year? Now you think you're smarter? Just curious.
I'm not going to
No?
tell you why right
Okay.
now.
Nope, that is completely
I-
fair. I apologize for querying.
I definitely feel like Nick probably would have still been a little bit hurt by the comments from Bazak about, those theater kids.
Probably, but she would try to deception herself out of showing
Right.
anything.
Makes sense. Did anybody have any jobs that they were wanting to do?
I want to work shelving scrolls in the library.
That's right. Yep, we did talk, and yeah, that totally works for me.
I think Bazak would be a barista at the Brew and Chew part-time.
Okay.
Pleonexy would not do the LARP, but PlushViking sure as hell would. I started a full contact foam weapon fighting group in my town. It's right up my wheelhouse.
Making a note that Pleonexy is the ass manager.
Assistant to the ass manager.
The ass manager, yep.
Is that what it says? As assistant to the assistant manager? I thought it said assistant manager on the
No, it's
Paperwork
canon
we
now.
No, that it's a joke from
The Office.
The Office.
Oh, I don't watch that. Sorry.
Oh,
I apologize.
it's okay.
Heathen.
I don't
only
know
watched
how
bits
you
and
could
pieces.
be alive today and not have watched The Office.
The list of very popular franchises that I have not observed would probably stun you.
Fair.
There's a lot of them. I
All
watch
right.
documentaries for fun while I work on things. I'm that nerd.
So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Here in a second,
Sweet.
we'll just go through it real quick and kind of go back over who we are, where we're from, where you can find us.
Who am I?
So Kayla, would you like to go first?
Sure. I'm Kayla. I am one half of the Potions and Potpourri Casual Chat Dungeons and Dragons podcast. You can find us mostly on Instagram or TikTok. And you can also find Rick and I over on the Cantrips and Coffee Spelljammer stream every other Monday, starting next Monday.
Yeah, opposite Mondays of this game. So
That's right.
perfect. Plush, who are you? Where do we find you?
Who am I? Oh no, I don't know anymore. People keep giving me characters. I'm PlushViking. I'm on Instagram under Flocking Insane PlushViking. I post my artwork and the occasional odd little video that I do. The only other thing I do is I stream on Friday evenings, 10 p.m. PST. I build scale model miniature terrain out of recycled
Oh,
materials.
nice.
This is all garbage.
Ooh, that's cool.
So that's
Not
about
garbage
all
anymore.
I do.
Perfect. Aaryn, who are you? Where do we find you?
Hi, I am boss and professional cat herder at Even Footing Games, and
Ooh, cat
we
wranglers.
made babies and broadswords. And here, you can buy these things that don't say not for resale because this is an author's proof. That are on Amazon and DriveThruRPG, and you can find us on Instagram and TikTok at Even Footing Games. and I'm
And
the
you can
one
find
who
most
runs
of
all
us
that.
playing Babies and Broadswords at some point.
That's true.
We've
I'm
all done
playing
it, and we're all doing it again.
Playing it on Saturday.
When?
Is it Saturday?
Is it this coming Saturday?
It won't be
No,
live though.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so to wrap us up, I'm Rick. I'm the Dungeon Master for this game and for the Hammer of the Gods main podcast.
He's our
and-
dungeon daddy.
Yeah,
dungeon daddy.
it says it on there. So yeah, you can find us wherever you get podcasts under Hammer of the Gods. You can also find us most social media at HamPod with 2 M's, except on Twitter because somebody else already has that name, even though they're
Those
not active,
bastards.
and I still hate that guy. Yeah, he's probably a really nice guy, but I don't like him.
Fuck him.
So yeah. Anyway,
That sounds
thank
like
you
a
all
prize.
for joining us for our first stream of this new campaign.
Wasn't that
We'll be back
chaotic?
in-
oh,
Once we got started, it was fine.
maybe.
Well, thanks,
behave.
sir.
Hopefully,
So thanks.
I behave.
yeah. So we will have one more player next time. Amanda just couldn't be here for the first one.